Chapter 4: The Temple as an Experience. Space, Light and Hierarchy in Ancient Egyptian Architecture. At this point in our journey, one thing becomes clear. In ancient Egypt, a temple is not a place you simply enter. It is a place you move through. Egyptian temples are not conceived as static buildings. They are designed as a sequence of space carefully orchestrated to guide the body, the gaze, and the mind. Architecture here is not decoration. It is direction. The Egyptian temple is organized along a strong central axis. This axis is not only structural, it is symbolic. It establishes order, orientation, and progression. As you move forward, you move closer to the divine. Each space prepares you for the next one. Nothing is immediate. Nothing is accidental. Think of how modern museums guide visitors through galleries, narrowing or opening spaces to control attention and emotion. Egyptian temples apply the same logic, but for spiritual experience. Not everyone is allowed to access every part of the temple. Access is directly and strictly regulated. Outer courtyards for the people, inner spaces for officials, sanctuaries reserved for priests. Architecture becomes a map of society. The closer you are to the sacred center, the higher is your status. Just as in contemporary institutional buildings where public halls, restricted offices, and private rooms coexist, Egyptian temples communicate authority through spatial control. The temple experience begins outside. The visitor comes from an open desert, intense sunlight, vast horizontal space. Upon entering the temple, light decreases, space compresses, sound softens. This transition is physical before it is even symbolic. Egyptian architects understood something deeply human. Space changes perception. Light is one of the most powerful architectural instruments in Egyptian temples. As one advances, openings become smaller. Light becomes indirect. Darkness increases. This gradual reduction heightens concentration and awareness. The same principle is used today in theaters or sacred spaces. Dim light slows the body and focuses the mind. Here, light does not illuminate everything. It reveals selectively. Egyptian temples alternate low, compressed spaces and sudden open courtyards or halls. This contrast creates emotional rhythm. The body reacts instinctively. Compression creates humility and focus. Expansion creates awe. Walking through a narrow corridor that suddenly opens into a vast hall creates surprise and emotional release, a technique still used in contemporary architecture. At the end of the axis lies the sanctuary. It is small, enclosed, windowless. It does not invite observation. It protects mystery. Only priests may enter. The sacred is not meant to be seen by all. Its distance is part of its power. No signs, no written instructions. The architecture itself tells you where to walk, where to slow down, where to stop. Just as today, well-designed spaces intuitively guide movement, Egyptian temples guide ritual behavior through form alone. In ancient Egypt, the temple is not a container for ritual, it is the ritual. It organizes movement, perception, and hierarchy. It transforms space into experience. In the next chapter, we will see how this concept evolves through time, becoming increasingly monumental and complex. Because in ancient Egypt, architecture does not speak loudly, it speaks clearly.